I've been selling t-shirts for about 10 years now, and here's what actually works. So if you've been on the channel, you can see I've sold on Etsy, done multiple $100,000 months on Etsy. I've done lots of sales on Shopify, and we've also brought lots of money into the print shop itself, which a lot of people don't know on the channel that we still do. And here's some proof of that, just so you know I'm not lying. I've been in the game for quite some time now. And with the print shop, that's just still growing. With the Etsy thing, still growing. Shopify thing, I think I want to explore more and more going into this year. Obviously, we've always done it seasonally, just bringing our hot products in from Etsy. And if you're new here, you're probably like, what the heck is this guy talking about? All right, so I hopped into this industry by originally selling t-shirts, and primarily I was trying to start a brand, and that failed. And that took me to another brand, and it did fairly decent. And then we hopped into Etsy at the same time. And for me at the time, it was either doing one or the other. And on Etsy, this was around 2014, 2015, started selling back to school t-shirts. My first month on Etsy around August was doing a little over $10,000 in sales. My first year on Etsy plus Shopify was roughly $200,000 in sales, along with Amazon as well. And the profit margins were great back then. You're probably talking about 40-50% or so. Nowadays, you'll probably see on marketplaces and even Shopify store, if it's not a brand and it's going to be generic style product designs, anywhere from 20 to 30, sometimes 35%. And that's just from my experience. I've seen people who do more. I know there's people out there who do millions of dollars a month. But here's the thing. I just come from working hard and consistently and having steady growth. I've never had ridiculously crazy months. And I know for some of you all, you might hear $100,000 a month and that might sound crazy, but you have to surround yourself by people who's always doing crazier numbers so that you can always work harder. So here are the 3 things that I've done and it works. So 2 of them are pretty much B2C, business to customer. You're the business and you're selling to a single customer. And then you have B2B, which is business to business. So it's a business selling to another business. And you might already have an idea. So first and foremost, you're talking about something like Etsy, right? So I'll go directly in that order. We'll go to the B2C first, and then we'll talk about B2B. So the first one is going to be obviously Etsy. And nowadays you can use print on demand. And why do we use something like print on demand when we have access to printing? Here's the thing. Most customers on Etsy are going to shop this design, that design, this design. We don't have a great DTF, DTG situation in print shop. We just do a lot of screen printing. So it's ideal to use print on demand that's really capable of printing a whole bunch of one-off prints. Most customers are purchasing this design, that design, and it's a great way to test lots and lots of designs at once. And then whenever you find a big winner, you could take that in-house if you really wanted to, or you could just still allow Printify to do that for you. And the thing is, lots of winners are personalized items, customizations, where it's just the t-shirt design where it's customized to that particular customer. And that makes it a whole lot easier as well, because also print-on-demand platforms like Printify, they make it really easy for you to personalize your own items. So what the heck am I talking about? So here I am on Etsy, but I am using a tool called EverBee. So that gives me a gauge of which products are actually selling, right? And that gives you an idea of which products to actually create. So we have these custom photo shirts that are doing well right now. All of these are personalized items. This like beach style design has been really popular lately as well. And as you can see, these are all single prints. It would be hard for us to print ourselves because we don't have a great direct-to-garment, direct-to-film situation in-house. We do have the DTF printer, but it hasn't been a main focus for us. It's still just been primarily screen printing. You could create this layout, this design, and then you could create this for personalization. So, they can type in their name and it changes as it's sent to your printer. And your printer, it could be Printify. They print and ship the products to your customer for you. So it's really simple. All you have to do is integrate the two. And there are premium plans and whatnot. You could start with the free one. Premium just gives you access to lower tier pricing, but you could use this to ship your products to your customer. You don't have to print anything, you don't have to ship anything. And I'll break it down a little bit more in just 1 second. So I'm using this tool called EverBee, and it'll give me an idea of what's popular right now, what's working right now, what's actually making some sales right now, right? So we have a photo shirt that's pretty popular. I've seen those a few times. Let's just go ahead and move forward with the custom text shirt, okay? So this is just custom text. It's really simple, really straightforward. And if I use EverBee, we have an estimate sales of $20,000 for this product itself. Estimated 600 monthly sales. And as you can see, it's extremely consistent, okay? This is really, really consistent, as you can see by that chart. trend chart, that growth rate. And if we put it in the last 3 months, still consistent as well. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, I put up this product, I'm not making any sales. There's a little bit more to it. You know, the way you structure your pricing, the way you package your actual product itself, not actually packaging and sending, but the way, you know, your listing actually functions and looks itself. So $14 here, $4, about $5 there. This is still a profitable item, even more print on demand. So now what you would do is you'll head on over to Printify. And if it's your first time logging in Printify, it will just ask you to integrate your Etsy account. Anyways, it's really straightforward and simple. But you'll head into the products section, and then you'll find the t-shirt, the blank that you want to use. So you can do your product research. You find the product that's really popular. You can tell this is a comfort color shirt. So you can dig through the comfort color shirt and see which one it actually is. I'll tell you right now, that's 1717. So now you could choose which production partner you want to use. Printify is actually a network of printers. So you could choose the printer that you want to use. I'm going to click start designing. And then for this one's really simple. You just click personalize, right? And you're going to click add personalizable text. And then you'll just choose that same font. All right. So, which is on the top here, you probably can't really see it. So it's pretty much like a Times New Roman font. And if it's not on here, you can always upload your own font as well. So boom, have that right there. Bring this up and center it. And then you can add a character limit so they're not typing crazy amount of text neither, and it can match the amount of text space that you could actually have on Etsy too. Boom. So we're gonna do it just like that. And then right here, select variations. On the right side, you can choose all the colors that you would like your customer to have. And here's the thing, this is where a lot of people mess up too. They're gonna do this. They're gonna choose, boom, let's provide all the colors. That's overwhelming the customer. You really only want to provide like 8 to 10, maybe 12 colors. You don't want to overwhelm the customer at all. Then they got too much to think about, and it's just too much going on for them. Especially, just think a lot of people who purchase these shirts, they're purchasing group shirts as well. And then, you know, they're sending this whole color chart over to your to the friend group. And they're like, which color should we choose? And it's too overwhelming to the customer. You want to allow them to feel like it's custom, but you still want to simplify the process so you're not overwhelming them. So you can do all that, click save product and click publish, and it's already directly on Etsy. Now, why is this one of the processes that I love? There's a huge thing between number one, where I'm talking about Etsy, is a marketplace. Marketplace is like selling on Amazon. So most people come on Amazon. You're probably more familiar when I speak on Amazon because you're more likely to have shopped on Amazon than Etsy. And Amazon's a marketplace. It's a place filled with other sellers. And whenever you search for something, you already know what you want. You're looking for that product. And then whenever you click on it, most of the time you don't even click on the person's name. You just purchase right down the product page. Okay. So that's why you're paying those fees. Amazon's a known place. You already trust it. And you're just going to hop into the search. You're going to type in what you want. And since you already trust Amazon, you more than likely trust the seller because they're selling on this platform. And, you know, Amazon's such a known thing. They pay for ads. They pay for marketing. That's how come you know about them, and then you check out right there. Same thing happens on Etsy. That's why you're paying those additional fees. Lots of people don't like selling Etsy because they got fees and whatnot. You're exchanging that for the marketing. People know, like, and trust Etsy already. They come onto Etsy and then they're searching for what they want, and then they're more likely to purchase from you because they actually trust Etsy. So that makes them trust you as well. Okay, so that's number one, selling B2C, business to customer, directly on Etsy on a marketplace, because there's so much traffic on here and it's easy to leverage because all you're doing is just supplying products that customers are already looking for, products that customers already want. Now, number two is Shopify, your own store, your own platform. Now, when it comes to Shopify, it's your own storefront, okay? It's your own website. You can pay less in fees, not all those crazy Etsy fees. You have more control. You can do email marketing, SMS marketing, because as long as you have the opt-in set up correctly, this customer data is actually yours instead of Etsy. You can't do email marketing or SMS on Etsy, okay? But this takes more knowledge to set up. Now, number two, when it comes to selling on Shopify, you have to make the customer trust your page. You have to have a ridiculous amount of trust on your page. Lots of social proof going on. You know, a handful of reviews is going to help as well. You know, some realistic photos is going to help. And on top of that, you might even have to learn how to create content, or learn how to hire someone to create content, or learn how to hire some affiliates who's willing to showcase your products. You also have to be willing to learn how to run ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, so forth. And let me go ahead and ask, maybe you've already tried this. You've already spent lots of money in ads. Let me know how that worked out if you don't know what you're doing just yet. All right, so that's the exchange, marketplaces. That's why you're paying fees, because it's all set up for you. But with Shopify, your own platform, when you learn all these things and you do it right, it can work beautifully. Okay, you can make lots of sales easily with a snap of the finger. You could actually bring in way more than what you could possibly do in a month on Etsy, because you have more control and you're spending that money on marketing yourself, and then you have a lot more control of what the customers are actually seeing. The big thing is, lots of people come onto your storefront on Shopify and they're gonna bounce because they don't trust it. Okay, that's a real huge issue. And a lot of times people are just trying to sell their logo, their designs that they think works on their own Shopify storefront, which could work eventually after you build up that customer base. But what you could actually do, and what we do a lot, is with Etsy, we're already able to test products. We already have products being sold on Etsy. So once we list these products and we have a certain amount of items sold, we know which ones are popular items, and it's easy for us to transition this over to Shopify and target those niches, because we know they're gonna stop scrolling and then they're more likely to check out with us. So think about the difference. When it comes to a marketplace, they're searching for the product. They're already a warmed up customer because they already want this product. And when it comes to Shopify, you're putting a product in the customer's face, hoping that they're gonna stop and look, and then this is something that they actually want. Okay, but by doing so, by providing a design that you already knew worked somewhere else, gives them a little bit more of a chance to stop and say, hey, you know what, I do like this design. I wasn't searching for it, but maybe I do like it. I'm gonna stop here and then I'm gonna take a look at it. Now they're gonna click into your page and they're gonna see how much I actually trust this page. Oh, this website looks like a scam, so much that I'm gonna actually hop somewhere else to find this product. Or, man, there's so many happy customers, they're gonna ship out fast, I'm gonna shop right here while I have the chance to grab this great price. So think about all the things that you gotta have in line for it to work, but when it works very well. Also, speaking of Shopify and Printify and EverBee, I have links to all these things down below, but with Shopify, you could start for free, and it ends up being $1 per month for, I believe, like 3 months, with my link down below. So go ahead and check that out. It'll take you to this page right here where you could go ahead and get started if you want to do your own Shopify thing. Now, those are 2 business to customers things going on. Number 3, printing shirts in bulk. Okay, now this is where most people end up, because they try to create their own brand and they learn about printing, and then they end up printing and they're like, hey, I can print shirts for you. Let me tell you something, word of mouth can get you somewhere, but if you learn about all the principles of why someone's going to shop with you, can take you a whole lot further. So what we actually do is we run a whole lot of ads, but it does not go to a checkout page. It takes them there eventually. What we do is we segment out customers. Okay, so when it comes to printing or print shops, you got to avoid giving quotes out to people who are just kind of interested. I mean, you could do that if you're just kind of starting off, but what we do is we segment our customers out. So if they're not ready yet, or they don't have a design yet, we actually segment them to a different page that just gives them educational videos on, what it could potentially cost, or how they could get started with their designs, or where they could find a design, or if they want to go ahead and purchase designs from us. Or if they're already ready, they have an idea of how many they want. If they're already an established business with X amount of employees, then we take them on over to book a call with us. And then that's whenever, it takes a different type of skill. All you have to do really most of the time is just kind of listen to what they need. And then we give them a breakdown of what we could provide and a quote for the actual pricing, and we go from there. But I'm not really sure how much of you guys are actually interested in this. I know most of you guys just watch for like the Etsy and Shopify stuff, and I know I do a lot of things, but you have to understand I've done this through years and years, and I've always just focused on one thing at a time first. Yes, I do a lot of things now, and yes, it works out for me, but it took time, and you gotta have a good team. I'm partnered with most of my stuff. More than one of my Etsy shops, I have partnered with someone else who is very well known in this space as well. When it comes to print shop, I only do half the work. I don't have to put the ink on the squeegee, and I don't have to put that squeegee to the t-shirt, and I don't have to ship out those shirts. But since I'm capable of knowing how to get orders on over to the print shop, then I'm able to do that. But here's the thing, lots of people want 100% of everything, and that's the thing that's actually taking them back, because they want 100% profit margin and everything. It goes back to a quote of 100% of a grape, or 20% of a watermelon, right? When you're doing print on demand, you're not bringing in 100% margin because you're sharing with someone else, but you're getting your time back from not printing and shipping those shirts. You're getting 20% of that watermelon because someone else is doing that printing for you. Same thing when it comes to running a print shop. Someone wants to purchase their own equipment, they want to find their own customers, they want to get every single piece of that margin, but you're stretching yourself thin because you have to talk to all the customers, you have to print all the shirts, you have to ship to all the customers. In my seat, I am only partnered in one seat right here, and I don't take 100% of that watermelon or grape, you know? I just take a small percentage of it, but I do well here. My partner does well over there, and that's what makes things work out in the end. You have to understand you only have so much time in a day. Don't try to do everything at once. Focus on that one thing and do it until it works. Don't do it until you're tired of it, you're frustrated with it, and you feel like it's not working. You're gonna blame every single reason why it's not working. Do it until it works. You've seen it work for others. Why does it not work for you? Because you're doing something wrong. That's it. Point blank period. Or you don't know what you're doing just yet, or you're learning and you want it to come to you a whole lot faster than it should be. Everyone's timing is different, okay? So if this video helped you out, comment, like, subscribe, posted the links down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.